So today our class is on some effects which we left in previous class, that is audio effects, as well as one auditioning effect. How auditioning effect is help us to create more looks. Another, our full class is on project and media management. Okay, let's continue with the previous class. So all you know till now is filters and transitions. Hmm? I hope uh, you did the job well to find some good transitions, titles, or filters. Hmm? Let's move ahead. And now this is auditioning effect. What is auditioning effects is first. Sometime if we want to use some filter, then what we have to do is we have to copy that filter to our particular clip, है ना? And if we don't find good of that filter, what we have to do, we have to delete that filter and use another filter. What this auditioning is doing, it is giving us the option to use to duplicate these clips into multiple times and use different kind of filters into that one single clip, and even roll and see which effect is going good and finalizing that particular effect. So how this will help? For that, what we'll do, we'll import one footage. Let's take an endpoint. Let's see, I want to take a clip from this endpoint, and this is it. Okay, now what I want to apply some filters into it. Okay, to apply a filter I have to go to filters, and I can even find my specific filter, and I'll drag it into this clip. One for this color effect and one for that distortion effect. And we have to check whether which one is going good. But this is a very lengthy process. Or what we can do is we can option click and dragging this clip up. By option clicking and holding, if we'll drag this clip up and then I'll release my left click mouse button, it will duplicate the video layer. Okay, or audio also. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to delete this color and we'll choose another thing. And then what we can do is we can hide and see two different effects. How I am hiding? I am disabling. So now I can see two different effects, which one is going good, but this is also a very lengthy process. So is there any option? Yes, there is an option that is called auditioning. So if I'll go to clip, there is a button called audition. So here I will find duplicate as audition, and the shortcut is option Y. If I'll click it, you will not find any change. You will find this small little icon difference. Have you able to register? In this clip, there is no small little icon, but in this, yes, it is. So if I'll click on this, now you can see there are two different clips. If I'll change or roll my mouse up or down, it's showing two different clips. Or even what I can do is I can right arrow key and left arrow key, I can change. Now how this will help us? Let's make another copy of this audition and duplicate. and if I again want to duplicate, I have to put option Y. So how many copies are there now? 4. If I'll click here, you can see there are 4 different copies, and the star part is showing which one is we are viewing. This is our final right now. So let's go to our first and drag this filter onto it. Let's click it, done, and we'll drag this filter. Okay, click here, go to next, make it done, and drag another filter, and let's drag this. Okay, on third I want to change another. I'll go here, I'll drag sepia. Okay, and on fourth I want fourth look. What I'll do, I'll drag black and white. Now I can see my effect by just arrow right and arrow left, है ना? And whichever look you find is going appropriate, you can show these different looks to your director or producer to finalize the specific look of that particular clip. And if you decide that I will go with this particular color, what you have to do is click done, select your clip, again go to clip, audition, and finalize audition. Now there is no sign here and this clip is get processed. So to check multiple kind of looks, you can do this kind of process. This is very helpful when we are doing color grading. Effects भी कर सकते हैं, कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. Let's, so if I'll click on this, here is the, in inspector window you can see the filter or effect. Let's say I don't want to use colors, I want to do some effects. Okay, then again option Y, what we are creating is we are duplicating as a audition 2 time, 3 time, and 4 time. If I'll click here, yes, it's here. On a first, I want to place this bokeh effect. You can see the bokeh. On second, what I want to do is I want to place spotlight effect. On third, let's go to stylize and let's say this picture in picture. Okay, and on fourth, let's move to another, and that is this textured effect. And make it done. So now whatever effect you will feel is going at this particular moment, you can go back and check those. Okay, if I'll see this is going good, what I can do is I can go to clip, audition, and finalize audition. And now if we will click on this clip, you will find in an inspector window it's a photo recall, and you can still tweak and do some more changes. So this is how you can use multiple filters on one single clip without creating multiple layers, and you can finalize your what is going good at this particular clip. Okay, so this is very handful and useful tool which is there in Final Cut Pro. Okay, even you can put stills with a different kind of effects, and then you will utilize which one is going good at this particular place. So this is how the audition will work. Let's move to another. Now adding and adjusting audio effects. We used filters, now we are using audio filters. Let's import one audio dialog. What I am doing is I am changing the appearance, collapsing my footage timeline, and taking this clip to overlay. Nothing else. Just I want to focus on audio, not on video. And this is the basic appearance which I use for my editing. Let's
Star Wars was a big influence on me because it came out in '77. I was born in '66, so I was right at the right age for that thing to hit. And it was before all the hype. The headline was I was intrigued, and I went to see it, and then.
So if I'll play this audio or this interview, what I found is, let's see the highs of this audio. It's going high till -6, and look at the lows of this audio, -20. Okay, it's a big difference between these two dBs. So what I want this to be go at a same particular level, not this much of ups and downs. So what I can do, I can use keyframes. I can keyframe this particular part and make it high. Okay. Now this part is also -12 to -6, and this part is also -12 to -6, and I have to find each and every part which is going ups and downs and create these kind of keyframes and balance the audio. Before Final Cut Pro 10, we are doing this whole process for our mixing our projects, but now Final Cut Pro is giving us more filters to do this kind of tedious job in just a few clicks, and for that it's giving us the filters. If I want to delete this, I can delete, or at any time if I want to reset it, I can click this hook. Okay, to do this kind of filtering, what we are doing is we are adjusting our audio levels. So there is another thing. If I'll click on filters, you will find there is also audio filters. On top it's video, and here it is audio. If I'll click on all, let's increase this. You will find lots of tons of audio systems filters. You can use this in your projects, but let's use what filter we'll use to finalize this kind of effect. What we have to do is we have to go to level. What we are doing is we are leveling the audio. So straight away coming to my mind, we are leveling the audio. So where we have to go? We have to go to levels. So if I'll go to level, which filter I have to use to do this particular edit? So there are lots of filter in this levels, and you can even drag and use how this is going to affect your audios. You can even check by clicking.
And it was before all the hype. It was the first to kind of
what effects it's creating you can use, and there are so many average limit. Now default settings are there to get used to of it, or you can choose by going to inspector window and clicking on these presets. Okay, every filter is having presets in it. Let's put compress and you can use some presets, and it's
But
giving.
before then it was still the 70s, you know.
I'll encourage you to go and check and learn each and every part if you want to learn, or I'll use this limiter setting for this particular leveling of audio. What I have to do is I have to drop this limiter and click. By going to inspector window, what I have to do is I have to click on this particular small little chart button on limiter. It will open a interface. Now there are four different buttons. One is gain, second is release, third is output level, and fourth is look ahead. So we only have to change two buttons, that is one output level and one is gain. Gain is basically how much gain we want to increase, and output level is at what dB we want this software to compress the audio down. है ना? If this audio is trying to go beyond that dB, it will compress the audio down. It will stop that audio to not go to beyond that particular dB. So that is output level. Let's make it 0 at this stage. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll hide this.
It was a big influence on me. It came out in 77. I was
No change right now because we didn't
I was right at the right age.
applied any filter effect. So now let's increase this gain. Have you watching that layers, the waveforms? It's getting increased, but it's not coming to red. Why? Because this 0 dB is stopping us to go beyond that red. Now let's play this.
It was a big influence on me because it came out in 77. I was born in 66. So
if it's still going to red, that means the audio level is too high. Even this compressor is not able to handle at that particular time. It will, that's a very small little problem. We can fix it with leveling up and down by this small little button. But
it was before all the hype, you know, it was the first to kind of
but you can see now everything is limited to 0. And if I'll make it to -3, now what is doing?
Blockbusters, you had that, and you had Spielberg films, you had like Jaws and that.
We are controlling the output level and we are increasing the gain. So what increasing the gain? It's only affecting to those areas which having a lower audio level and increasing those level and maintaining the high. So let's see what's going here.
But before then it was still the 70s.
The yellow part is where the audio is going high and top is the reduction. That yellow part is compressed down and final you will see the maintained audio track.
It was 70s movies, and I remember seeing, I don't remember seeing a commercial, I remember seeing like a picture in the
this yellow part is compressed by there, and this is the master output level which you can see here.
Something about the movie, it just pinned my ears back, just looking.
And there is very small little difference right now still. What we'll do, I'll select a range tool, select this and give a small little bump.
And I went to see it, and then it was just like, it just pinned my ears back just looking at that thing, and I was just mouthing.
I'll stop this, and now you can see with a one single click everything is get leveled.
Star Wars was a big influence on me because it came out in 77. I was born in 66, so I was right at the right age for that thing to hit, and it was before all the hype, it was the first to kind
Let's
of
focus on here.
popcorn blockbusters. You had that, and you had Spielberg films. You had like Jaws and that. But before then, it was still the '70s. It was '70s movies, and
Everything is going good. Now let's place one music behind this.
for that thing to hit, and it was before all the hype. It was the first to kind of.
So what will be the audio level for this music behind if it's going behind the dialogues? What will be the exact audio dB decibel we have to use? Let's solo this audio track. In web or in web telecasting or web making videos or broadcasting video, your dB level should be, the dialogue or the master dB level should be between -6 to -12, not at 0. This 0 is meant for audio part, the music part, the sound editors part. Okay, but we as a broadcasting, we are using -6 to -12 dB. Okay, so the audio should not go beyond this -6 to get it heard properly, otherwise it will get distracted, it will get cracked. Okay, but sometime even you are watching some videos having so much of loud audios and you are not able to hear what he is actually saying, because everything is get cracked and the audio quality is not so very rich. Why? Because it's crossed from -6 to -0. If it's a very small little point, definitely you will able to hear, but everything is going beyond this. Let's do it. Let's increase this audio. It's not having some texture, audio is not so. Let's play it at a So audio level is very very important. People think that increasing the audio will make it more clearer. No, it will not make it more clearer. What we have to do is we have to increase the equalizer to, if we want to increase the audio quality, the hearing power of that audio. What we'll do, will increase the equalizing effect, not the audio level effect. So behind this audio track, our audio should be at -30 to -20. If we are putting our music behind our dialogue every time. This is broadcasting measures. Okay, so by control minus and plus, we can precisely change our audio decibel by 1 decibel. So if it's about to -20, let's play this audio.
Influence on me, because it came out in '77. I was born in '66, so I was right at the right age for that thing to hit, and it was before all the hype. It was the first to.
It's very very clear that audio is, the music is there, but it's just for a reference.
Let's say assume the dialogue audio going above -6. You said it's
Like Jaws and that.
I said -6 to -0 is okay enough audio, but for broadcasting we'll use -6 as a bar. But till it didn't reach -0, audio will not get any problem. But what if you got the audio like this?
But before then it was.
If you will make it down, that is compressed. you got the audio with this kind of audio, that is raw file as this audio effect. You cannot change it because there is no information. So always good to be on lower side, whether to go on a higher side. This depends in each and every part, whether you are doing color correcting, whether you are doing audio leveling, everything make it subtle. Don't go so high. Subtle movements are better.
But before then, it was still the 7.
And if anytime I want to break everything at -6, now what I have to do is I have to right click and new compound clip, and I'll make it master. Wait, for before that I'll do,
Everybody else who grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
now I want to increase this audio. What I have to do is I have to click 2 keyframes, and now I will increase the audio.
It's like everybody else who grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
But after this audio, what we are doing is we are taking the reference point and even finding the beat. From beat to beat, always it will sound very proper. So here it is a beat, here it is a beat. So what we are doing is we are increasing the level as per our beats. Okay, as the tempos goes up, our levels are going up. Making it any particular point is not making it very professional. We have to make the levels as per the beats. So you can clearly identify the beats now. Here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3, here it is 4. Let's play it.
It's like everybody else who grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
Now this song is playing in a stereo mode. Left is different, right is different. And I want to play this song as a mono song. Left and right both at equal level. How I can do is
So by going to inspector window and
by clicking on this, going to inspector window. Where I have to go?
enhancements.
Audio enhancements. Where is audio enhancements?
Yeah, configuration.
Audio configurations, stereo, and what we have to do is change to dual mono. Now let's play it again. And at peak, where my level should be? Below below 0 to -6. Is it going okay? No. So then what I have to do is manually have to adjust, or second what I can do is again going to filters and again doing limiter effect. So now this time my motto is not to increase the gain, my motto is to control the output. Okay, so let's control the output only. Till the point so now we are doing two different terms with our limiter, and this is very beautiful filter for mastering our audio tracks. Now let's make it compound clip, and to make it compound click, right clicking and selecting all the things, new compound click, and here I'll do master file. Okay, where I want to save this in footage, I'll go okay. Everything is here mastered. What I have to do is, there is no audio role selected in this compound click. So what I have to do is, first of all I have to assign audio role as music. Okay, Now I'll go back, and now there is dialogue and music, and if I'll open, I will click on show. It's showing me two different tracks.
It was the first to kind of the popcorn blockbuster.
Or at any time, if I want not to show, it's showing me
This
as
looks
a.
pretty cool.
Now again, what I can do is I can again limiting this clip.
So
How?
the picture of like,
Now again we are going to limiter effect, and where I want to use is at 0, and I am increasing it till everything fixed to.
like Chewbacca and Han Solo and whatever the headline was, I was intrigued. And I went to see it, and then it was just like, it just pinned my ears back just looking at that thing, and I was just mouth agape. And just like everybody else who grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
If it's increasing more, I will increase.
Ooh, or it's coming out, I forget. And I saw the picture.
Everything is leveled. At some one more or 2 points, it's showing me the red. Let's see where.
And I remember seeing, I don't remember seeing a commercial, I remember seeing like a picture in.
This is how you are getting your master files, है ना? Sometime when you watching some videos, they are very beautifully leveled, and this is the way we are leveling our videos.
The news.
At whatever level, if I want to make it more lower, I'll just have to choose this output level,
Paper,
and now
and
it
then
will
post or something about the movie.
finalize to that particular level. If I make it more, it will level at that particular
And it was
level.
after it was out already, it was like, this looks pretty cool.
If I'll make it more,
Or it's coming out, I forget.
I am not doing any mathematic or keyframing this audios. Everything is in just one single click.
And I saw the picture of like Chewbacca and Han Solo and whatever the heck.
Okay. Now there is another option in this. Let's increase the height. Let's say delete and delete. I want.
And I remember seeing.
I know that behind my dialogue, the audio is very leveled, and there are many other audio tracks, many other interviews. Okay. Let's put this at one stage. This is how documentary you can see. This is another at any point. Okay, so what is here is the background audio is will remain same, but I always have to increase the level at this particular spots whenever the interview is going out.
Grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
What I can do is I can click again the keyframes again here and leveling up and checking is it going okay or not. There is another thing which we can do is if I'll make it high, at 0, the level is perfectly fine. So what I have to do is, but if I'll range select this clip, it's very hard for me to exactly find the 0 level. So this is also taking some time. So what I will do,
It's like
this track is finalized, I know this is the level which I have to use always when the audio is behind the interviews. What I will do, I'll right click and create new compound click. I'll make it as music track and I'll make it OK. Now what good thing is that I can only increase 12 dB up. So why? Because compound clip is only able to increase, giving you the increase of 12 dB more audio than the particular audio clip. So we are using this particular term in our audio track and I am selecting it and increasing it to 12.
Just mouth agape.
Nothing else, I don't have to think, it will automatically reach to 0.
And just like everybody else who grew up in that period and didn't know about it.
And done. I have to increase here or in between somewhere. What I will do, I'll select the range and make it to 12. I have to decrease this audio. Yes, definitely. I'll make it smaller and increase the. How much this audio is increasing? Definitely plus 12 dB only, nothing else. So I don't have to think whether it's going up, down. No, it's all confusion is not there now. If at any point I need above this, what I can do is when I want more audio, more level at this stage, this is limiting to -8 and I want to increase this video audio more, but I am not able to increase. Then how I can able to increase the
Through the filter we can
exactly again with limiter. Again with limiter. Simple, again limiter. So there is only one, what we have to do is now increase the gain and increase the output. Make it up. So one simple filter is doing everything for us. And if we are going back again,
Just like everybody else who grew up
everything
in that
is
period
leveled
didn't know
again.
about it.
I want to again make it to 0. Yes.
So period and didn't know about it.
I want to increase this particular part. Yes, I can. Just by gain and output, these two. So do some practice because this need some practice how to get adjust, how to use two of this gain and output level. And everything is get very. So this audio is not okay.
Experience that.
What I have to do is I have to double click this and put another limiter effect into this audio track, and then again what I have to use is limiting the audio output and increasing the. हमें लिमिटर बार बार यूज करना होगा, हम उसी लिमिटर से अगर इफेक्ट करेंगे तो वो बाकी लेयर को भी इफेक्ट करेगा. अभी हमें हमारा मकसद सब कुछ ओके है, हमें सिर्फ इस ट्रैक को ही इंक्रीज करना है. पहले वाले का देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, उसकी कोई वो तो वहीं रोक देगा उसको. आप सिर्फ अभी इस पर्टिकुलर क्लिप को कंट्रोल कर रहे हो, आपको बाकी से तो कहीं मतलब ही नहीं है. अगर बाकी इसके कनेक्शन के बाद मान लीजिए मैं इसे कनेक्ट करता हूँ, ठीक है, अभी मैं वापस मास्टर में जाता हूँ तो यहाँ पे दोबारा लिमिटर इसको कंट्रोल कर रहा है.
It's fascinating to experience that.
At every stage the limiter is it's limiting the audio track at that particular moment. One small little filter doing everything for us है. ये मैंने बहुत एडवांस लेवल तक बता दिया आपको, बट आपको अभी बेसिक लेवल पे ही रहना है. स्टार्टिंग स्टेज पे अभी आप हर पर्टिकुलर ऑडियो को लिमिट करेंगे, उसके बाद अपने ऑडियोज को अप्स एंड डाउन करेंगे, एंड देन यू विल ट्राई टू मेक एज अ कंपाउंड क्लिप और उसको लिमिट करने की कोशिश करेंगे, है ना. दिस इज हाउ. जैसे यश ने अभी डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनाई है या उसने बनाया है, आपने वो एडिट किया है. अभी आपको क्या करना है, या तो सारे डायलॉग्स को अलग अलग लिमिट करना है या फिर सबको एक कंपाउंड क्लिप बना के उसमें लिमिटर डाल देना है, ताकि आप सबके ऑडियो लेवल्स एक बराबर एडजस्ट कर दो. ठीक है, अभी मैं क्या कर सकता हूं, लेट्स डिलीट द लिमिटर फ्रॉम हियर. लेट्स डिलीट द लिमिटर फ्रॉम हियर. लेट्स डिलीट द लिमिटर फ्रॉम हियर. ये ऐसा इसलिए करना पड़ा क्योंकि मैं आपको बता रहा था, एक एक करके मैं स्टेप को आगे कर रहा था. ठीक है, अभी सब में से डिलीट कर देते हैं. अब अगर इस क्लिप पे आते हैं तो अभी कुछ भी लिमिट नहीं है, इसमें से भी डिलीट कर देते हैं.
And I remember seeing, I don't remember seeing a commercial, I remember seeing like a picture.
This clip having different audio.
To have your imagination.
This clip having different audio. Now what I can do is I can show audio files. What I have to limit is this only audio track, dialogue track. Now I'll go to limiter and drop this limiter in this dialogue track, and I will master the output and increase the gain. Now what this is doing, this is limiting only this dialogue track.
Post or something about the movie. It was after it was out already. It was like, this looks pretty.
Okay, now play this.
To have your imagination. So
If we want to increase more, yes, we can go and refine our. Let's check
I went to see it and
and let's play.
imagination so enriched by
Is it going up?
No, it was 70s.
If it's going up, definitely we have to, output level we have to control, not the limit level, because this is increasing the levels and this is controlling the final output.
Movies. And I remember seeing, I don't remember seeing a commercial.
as a child. To have your imagination so
One simple filter is working for you. There are so many other. Sometime you have to use some different cartoon animation, cosmic effect, Brighton alien effect, some walkie talkie effect, है ना, some radio effect, like you are hearing the sound from a radio. There are all kind of different filters are here. You can use that one in your projects. Think about audio, how you receive audio, and place those filters into that audio. If I'm getting if there is a police siren scene and the audio is coming from a walkie-talkie, cut those audios to till that point and use a filter to make it feel like the effect is coming from that particular kind of thing. So this is for audio filtering. At any point, if you want to search anything, click on all and click limiter, and you will found all limiters. Peak limiter, if you will drag,
and then
now again pre-gain, attack time, default, you can use these kind of things.
now as
How
an adult,
this
to
is
look back and
affecting, you can drag and drop, but what I am doing is only limiting to master my project. Rest everything is as per my particular requirement at that particular project. Let's move ahead. this is project and media management. So what is project and media management? We created a project, we imported a media, we edited the project, but where this media is located? Now, sometime we forgot to change some settings, like sometime at the time of import, we didn't use this file, copy to library or leave the file in place, or to use transcoding. Now we always forgot these kind of things with the pressure of some projects or in a hurry. Then media management is giving us the tool to manage all this project into once. Okay, that is called media management. So to manage any media, you only have to click on this library button. But where the media is? Media is at library. So how we can control is only by library. Okay. So the first thing is coming in media library is customizing the workspace. So what is workspace? Workspace is this particular layout. The layout you are seeing of FCP10 is the workspace. At any moment, I don't want this inspector window. I want video scopes or angles or 360 degrees, or at any particular time may say that I'm not using libraries, I'm only using this color management, where it is, okay. And I am working on color, and I have to save this preset if I want to work on this kind of surface, or I even don't want this vscope, I only want my timeline and my viewer. So even I can save this workout as my editing workout. What I have to do is go to window, and in workspace I can save workspace as editing, or even my editing layout. And I'll click save, and it's get saved. And again, to change to any workspace, where I have to go? I have to click on window, workspace, and it's showing my editing layout. If I want to go to default, what I will do, I'll click on default, and it will automatically change to that default. At any time, if I want to go to my workspace style, I can go workspace and my editing layout, and it's automatic. So we are switching between layouts to move our work fast. There are some default layouts here, like organize. When we are importing our media, definitely we don't need relax, we don't need timeline at this stage. If I am, don't disturb the class na. If I am importing my media, I don't need timeline at this stage. So what I'll do, I'll use only organize workspace, and this time I'm only importing my media and renaming the things or keywording. So timeline is no uses at this stage. Even I don't want this to. Now again I will save this as my workspace. Okay. So if I'll click on open workspace folder in Finder, what it will do, it will open the folder where this workspace are saved. If I'll click on open, if I'll bigger this window, so you can see where it's going in a admin, library, application support, and Final Cut Pro, and here is the workspace. So if at any time I want to place or paste my already created workspace into some other system, this is the place where I have to paste. If you don't find this, just go to window, workspace, workspace and open workspace, and you can copy and paste the files here, and even you can copy this and save it to your particular folder. Let's my saved workspace, and I'll paste it here. So this will always remain with me. Even if you go to any other system and you want to be that workspace for you, you can even just copy and paste to here. If I delete this, let's delete my editing workspace and make it delete, and window workspace, you can see there is no my edited workspaces here. Now let's again paste my editing workspace to here. Let's go to window workspace, my editing workspace. Straight away I'm coming. It's very easy. If I'm not familiar with any workspace, the place where I am going, so I can just straight away changing my layouts as per my desired position. So this is about workspace organizing. Sometime we are doing coloring and it's automatically giving us the facility to use colors. To make color, it's automatically showing us the filters, timeline, viewer, and even the color space. When we come to color, I will let you know what all this is about. Histograms and parad and all. Let's change it to default. Now you know about customizing a workspace. Now let's customize a keyboard shortcuts. Okay. So if sometime FCP10 don't have any commands for your particular action, like if I'll click on this video and I'll go to I'll take a shot. This is a shot I want to use, but what I want to use is as a reverse. I want to choose a reverse. What we have to do is we have to click this, go to speed option and choose where is reverse clip, and you can find there is no command described to this, and it is very useful effect because so now what you can do is you can even assign a command for this particular action. Where you have to go to Final Cut Pro commands. What we are changing is commands, so where we have to go, commands and customized. Okay, let's change it to default. So this is the layout, how the commands look, and you will find so many commands here. How you can identify the command is, if I'll click on any alphabet, on the right hand side it will show how this alphabet is connected with different commands. No modifier means if I'll click just alphabet A, what is the command? It's actually a selection command. So if I'll click on A, it's showing me that with no modifier, it's showing me the selection tool, and with command A, it's showing me select all, and shift A, it's monitor audio. Let's close it. Shift A. A. Control A, show or hide audio animations, like audio animations. So you know, I think these are audio animations, or control A. Yeah, here it is showing the audio animations and closing that audio animations. And video animations, you will find this in command also. So it is showing, if I'll click on W, it's showing me W is the insert command. Definitely if we'll use W with a command button, it's closing the window. So everything you will come to know by just clicking to that particular alphabet. What if I want to choose assign a command, that is reverse command? So for that, what I can do is I'll click on R for reverse. So it's showing me this R is connected with all these commands. So what is blank is we can assign those commands as our particular effect. So what is left is control command and blank means R. So what we want to do is, which command we want to add is reverse. So let's type here, this is the finding the command. Let's type here reverse. It's showing me all the commands related to reverse, and what I have to do is retime reverse. And the command I know, if I'll click on R, it's showing me these all commands are connected with R. So what is left? Control and command. So I will drag this to control and command. What is it showing? This is showing the command set to default is owned by Final Cut Pro and cannot be edited. Means it's not forcing you to change the command of Final Cut Pro. What it's showing you that make a copy and then you can change the commands. Let's make a copy, and now you can give a name as per your desired name. Let's say it's a संदीप कीबोर्ड, या फिर वही मैं नहीं my keyboard command, ठीक है, and I'll make it OK, and it's automatically defined there. Now I'll press save and make it close. You can see now it's written my commands, and there are many, like I also have my own command, so I'll change it to Jatin. So copy to default and default, now there is no command, and if I'll move it to my keyboard, yes, the command is there, and I'll make it close. Now let's delete this clip and again drag it. Now this time I want to take it from this particular point till here and want to reverse. So what is the command we just control command R. Very easy. So this is how you can even change the actual commands, or you can make new commands to get used to it and get your work done very fast. And if you will click on this and on reverse, it's also showing that it's control command and R. हाँ, उस पे select होना ज़रूरी है. And at any point you want to go to another computer or another system, what you can do is you can export your command, and where I can save it, again at the same place where I used my workspace. Now I use my keyboard. I'll make it create, and keyboard I'll make it save. Let's delete this my keyboard command. Selecting the command and deleting it. It will ask me to delete. Yes, delete it. It changed to default. Now I want to import that my command to my system. What I have to do is I have to click on Final Cut Pro, on commands, on import, or I can click on customize, and here I can go to import. I'll find that command where I have saved. I have saved it to class and my saved keyboard. I'll select that and open import. The command set name my keyboard was successfully imported, and I'll click it and I'll change it to my keyboard, and let's close it. And now again you can see the reverse clip is by our command. Now everything is get changed. Now you can see some commands where it is Control T, custom. This is the custom speed button. And custom speed button is having a shortcut command of Control Option R. And let's go to my keyboard shortcuts. Now if I'll click here, the custom is Command J. So make it very easier. I make it Command J. Just straight away moving it to 50%, and I made it okay. Now I don't have to go here slow 50% and all. No, straight away. Even I don't have to increase and decrease this. What I have to do is select my clip, edit my clip, select and Control J and 50% and OK, done. No mouse at all. So this is how I manage my commands. So you can also manage your commands as per your desired particular point. Okay. So this is very handy, and you can even save. Now there is no need to learn the commands, and there is no need to have a printouts of the commands.